Okay, good afternoon. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say I in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm just going to check my live streams. Okay, yeah, we are live. That's good. Okay, let me check on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. Mm, okay. If you can hear me, please put a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're joining me from. Hey, it's working. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Paulo. Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna make an attempt to share my screen. I'll try and share my screen now. So let me know if you can see my screen. Hi, Paulo. Hi, Henry. Fantastic. Please let me know where you're joining me from. Are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube? Are you on LinkedIn? It'd be good to know where you're joining from, but I can see your comments in the chat. So this is really good. Um, I'll try and spin up my screen and get the conversation started straight away. Okay, YouTube, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so let's share the screen and then let's get to it. 1 second. Ah, all right. Let's fix that. Is the sound better? Tell me if the sound is better, guys. Let me know. Is the sound better? I think I muted myself by mistake. Let me check. All good now. Okay, cool. Okay, so thank God I've not gone too far. I literally just get started again. So I was talking about Career Break Foundation. For some of us who already know what we do at Join Momentum, we've just started a new initiative called Career Break Foundation, which is a social enterprise. And the idea behind Career Break Foundation is to help a lot of individuals and entrepreneurs to activate their career pathways with purpose. You will be hearing a lot more about our initiatives at Career Break Foundation in the coming days. So please, all I'm asking before I get into the presentation on my talk, my workshop this afternoon, is for you to please follow us on socials, especially on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on X.com. Just search for Career Break Foundation and just connect with us. We will be having a series of virtual and in-person workshops, seminars, training, certifications, and a lot of other events that you will find very beneficial. So please search for Career Break Foundation and just follow us on socials. Yeah. So diving into today's conversation, um, I want to talk about maximizing global opportunities. And like I said earlier, there is so much going on around the world right now. There's so much happening around the world. There's no doubt a lot of people are afraid of what they don't. People don't even know what they are missing out on. There's a huge amount of FOMO going on, and also there are people who are really smart, already taking advantage of these opportunities that are global. So today I want to spend some time to talk about, to talk about that. Now, for those who do not know me, just a little brief bio about myself. My name is Victor. I'm a visionary entrepreneur, and also I advocate for talent globally. And I'm currently working at Gem Momentum, building the future of work from the UK at the moment. I'm the founder of Gem Momentum, and I am currently leading the development of a career tech platform called Job Simulator AI, which is an evidence-based AI powered career simulation software, helping to recruit and hire talent and transforming how organizations basically hire talent. So that's going to come in up very soon in the near future. So yeah, at the moment, we're just currently building Byte for creators and service providers. And you can follow me on my LinkedIn profile, just at Victor Shonde. You can also connect with me or follow all my socials by following www.victorshonde.com/connect. Okay. Uh, Join Momentum briefly is a number one career tech platform that helps you to build multiple streams of income using AI, automation, and skill-based systems. So you will hear more about that. In fact, I think towards the end of this conversation, I'm going to show you a strawman view of how Join Momentum is basically powering, talent development and also helping service providers to access talent, access systems, and access the relevant support they need for visibility and their growth. Now, what we do is, like I said, we help you with a launch ready business system. So whether you are a coach, you are a solopreneur, you are a startup founder, you are a trainer, or you're somebody just trying to figure out how do I position myself or how do I create another stream of income. So Job Momentum has already designed and created done for you coaching or service business model and templates and packages, things like your website, things like artificial intelligence chatbots, things like funnels, marketing templates, and all the things you need. In fact, even your training slides. If you say you want to start as a coach and you're providing training, or you want to provide training in, for example, product management or business analysis or project management and things like that, Job Momentum already has you covered. All you have to do is plug and play. Plug, customize your content, rebrand them as your own, and basically launch. You don't have to go through the pain and the overwhelm and the stress of having to start everything from the scratch yourself. The second thing that we provide is we have also built in team support. So we have a lot of associates and interns at Job Momentum who are available to support you, because I mean I've been there myself as a founder, as a coach, where you have to be the one, you have to be the administrator, the coach, the customer service person, the finance person, the salesperson, everything all in one. You know how burdensome that can be. So Join Momentum provides you the opportunity to have a team without having to deal with payroll, without having to go through the overhead. So we bake that into the system. And of course, finally, visibility is super important for solopreneurs, for creators. There's no doubt about that. You want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want your product, you want your services in front of a much larger audience. What we are doing here is giving you what we call media-driven visibility and growth. So if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, wondering where to start from, I don't have an audience, I don't have an email list, I don't know where to start, we actually put you in front of our email list. We put you in front of our own audience, and basically we direct people to your site or to your portal, to your service, to buy whatever it is that you are offering. So this is at a very, very high level. Like I said, towards the end of my talk this afternoon, I'm going to be doing I'm going to show you like a strawman view of how everything kind of works together, and how we make this happen. But let's dive into the conversation this afternoon. Global opportunities maximization in career and in business. Number one, opportunity is not evenly distributed, but potential is. And what I want to talk about this afternoon is how can you bridge the gap? How can we bridge the gap between opportunities and potential? How do you position yourself for global leverage? Right? How do you position yourself for global leverage? This is something I see a lot on LinkedIn. I see a lot on TikTok. I see a lot on across social media. People asking questions, and unfortunately, there's also massive layoffs. There's also a lot of redundancies and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of uncertainty. But as much as those things exist, there are massive opportunities as a result of the disruption, especially with artificial intelligence. So how do you position yourself for these sort of opportunities? I'll tell you my story in one slide. Number one, I was born with big dreams, but with limited resources. However, by God's grace, I've been able to build Join Momentum to help a lot of people. And I say a lot of people, I'm not putting numbers to it, but I'm talking in the hundreds and in the thousands of people to acquire real skills. I want to say real skills. You mentioned, bear in mind, I did not say academic degrees. I did not say academic certifications. I did not say educational degrees. I'm talking about real skills that they can apply immediately, real experience that boosts their confidence, and of course, global visibility. And now I'm working with learners in Join Momentum from over 25 countries all around the world, helping them to gain confidence, secure opportunities, land jobs, and also build businesses. And that is what I am all about. All my work at Join Momentum, at Career Bridge Foundation, and any other venture that I'm involved with is always around helping individuals to actualize their potential, whether that is career, whether that is business. But look at it this way. The global economy actually right now is equal to borderless competition, right? Wherever you are in the world, like I said, in Join Momentum at the moment, we are working with over 25 people from different countries, right? I'm in the UK. I have developers in Uganda, developers in Nigeria, developers in the United States, but we all collaborate together and we are building and we're collaborating and we're solving problems, okay? So the global economy basically allows us, especially with the power of the internet and connectivity that we have, competition is borderless. You can compete with anybody from anywhere all over the world. No longer is it a case where with the fact that you are somewhere in the corners of Lagos in Nigeria, you can't compete with somebody who is in New York in the United States, right? Now you can do that with the power of technology. The other thing I think is important to mention, and I think I mentioned this before, is that your skills are more important than your degrees, right? I would keep quiet for a second, let that sink in. Your skills are more important than your degrees. And I'm not trying to talk down. I'm not saying your degrees are not nice. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to go to school or to go get a degree or to go get an academic degree or what. That's not what I'm saying. Those things are great. Those things give you information. But the application of that information, the application of that knowledge, of all of that you acquire from the academic institutions, that is where your skills come in. For example, if you look at it, remote work plus digital entrepreneurship is not the new leverage. The fact that somebody can sit down, get access to their computer, get access to the internet, and they can actually be their own boss. That is the message I'm bringing to you today. I'm focusing primarily on Africa right now because Africa has a lot of talent, but for example, Africa lacks systems of distribution and credibility. That is the fact. However, you do not need to move location, you do not need to relocate in order to be relevant. You can be relevant from wherever you are. And I've used Africa in this sense because I am from Africa. However, this applies globally. It doesn't really matter what your location is. Right now, you do not need to move around in order to gain relevance. In order to get attention, you don't need to change your location. And this is why it's important to talk about this right now. Now, there are three shifts I want to highlight that is important for us to, if you're taking anything away from this conversation this afternoon, please, these three shifts are super important for you to maximize global opportunities right now. The first one is your mindset shift. Your mindset is super important. And what I mean when I say mindset, when it comes to securing opportunities, whether it's jobs, whether it's clients, whether it's sales, whether it's whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you've got to think beyond your local vicinity. Don't just think about the jobs you can get in your locality. You have to think wider, think global, and that requires a total change in your mindset. The second shift I will talk about is skill shift. And I think I mentioned this earlier. Focus on practical, verifiable skills. Yeah. Practical, verifiable skills. Skills that are verifiable. Focus on skills that are verifiable and practical. And of course, when I say practical, verifiable, I mean skills that are in demand, of course, but also that employers or recruiters or hiring managers can actually see and verify. Let me give you an example. Somebody claims on their CV, "Oh, these are the things I can do," and then the other person, and they're competing against somebody else who not just have said this is what they can do on their CV claims, but they also have a portfolio to show that these are the things that I have done to match what I said on my CV. There's a difference. The difference is the person who's got not just a CV, but they've got a portfolio and they've got evidence and they've got a storyboard and they've got everything to show what they've done. Basically will be more competitive than somebody that basically has just claimed or just claiming that this is what I can do. Even if they can do it, it's hard to verify it unless somebody talks to you or they put you on the job. But imagine that you already have enough portfolio, enough digital footprint, enough evidence available, on the internet that shows that not only are you who you say you are, or not only do you possess the skills you say you possess, there's evidence to show for it, then, it goes a long way to make a whole difference for you. The third one is system shift. System shift here talked about how do you create leverage using existing platforms. Look at me here. I'm sitting down here, co-working space somewhere in the UK, and I'm talking to people from all around the world. You guys, some of you are watching me on YouTube, some of you are watching me on Facebook, some of you are watching me on LinkedIn, right? But the truth, some of you are watching me on what's this thing? What's the other one called? StreamYard, right? But the truth is, I'm not living where I am. I'm plugged into a platform and I'm creating leverage to distribute what I know, leverage to distribute what I can do, leverage to share my message to the ends of the corner, every corner of the earth, as long as I'm able to plug into this platform. So you have to think systems. What platforms can I leverage? What tools can I use? And you see, it's super interesting because right now, this is even a lot less complicated to do. I mean, for example, platforms like TikTok, they are killing it, giving so many people opportunities to start entrepreneurship, start businesses, launch new ideas, and so on and so forth, and make money and build income, multiple sources of income regardless of their location. So you've got to think also in terms of systems. So you have to have mindset shift, skill shift, and system shift. If you're not doing any of this already, guys, you are already behind. You're already behind. Now, let's talk about the leverage equation. And I put this here to say, number one, talent with tools and trust is what you need to access global opportunity. Okay? So you've got a talent, which are your skills, your capabilities, your training, your experience. Secondly, I talk about the tools, right? I've just talked about the platform. I've talked about the work tools that you can use, which are things you've mastered, you've learned. And then of course, trust. Trust here is talking about your credibility, your visibility, your digital footprint. Guys, I'm just checking to be sure that you guys can still hear me. If you can hear me, please put a comment in the chat. Let me know. Oh, I can see your comments. Okay, cool. Let me know you're following me. Fantastic. Okay. I think I can see. Hang on. Uh-oh. Am I still on, guys? Good. Okay, it looks like I'm still on. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm on. Okay, thank you so far. Just checking that I'm not talking to myself. Fantastic. All right, let's go. So I was talking about three things for global opportunity in this conversation. Number one is talent, and I think I've covered that already. Your skills, yeah, your the capabilities you develop, all right, the experience you gain, then the tools that you can use. I'll break it down. Let's say, for example, you are, let's say, a DevOps engineer, right? Which of the platforms are you very vast with? Or are you vast with all of them? Is it Azure? Is it AWS? Is it GCP? Is it DigitalOcean? And so on and so forth. Those are tools that organizations need people with those expertise. They need people with that experience. And then the last item in the equation is trust. I want to talk about trust, and this is where a lot of people struggle. Trust is basically building authority in your area of domain, your area of expertise. And how do you gain that trust is number one, you've got to be visible. Number two, you've got to share. You've got to share knowledge. Look at what I'm doing here. Right now, many people connected to the stream and listening to what I'm sharing are listening because they want to hear what I have to say. Some people will believe and be like, "Oh wow, this is powerful," or "This is transformational." I mean, of course, there'll be people that will be like, "I think I get it. I don't need this," of course. And there are people that will be like, "You know what? I'm going to give this guy a follow. I'm going to remember this guy when next I'm running an event." Or some people will be like, next I'm doing a webinar or whatever, I need to bring this guy. So talent is what do you know? Tools is how do you deliver it? How do you execute? And then the third one, which I just described, is trust. How people see your credibility. And you've got to actively do it. You've got to share knowledge. You've got to share content. You've got to write the book. You've got to write the article. You've got to publish the article. You've got to teach and mentor. You've got to be there in front and walk the talk pretty much. The combination of all these three things is what I'm talking about this afternoon. And that is what I refer to when I talk about global opportunity. The combination of these three is equals to open global doors. Opportunities will come seeking for you. They will come knocking at your doors. And that's the leverage that you're going to build for yourself. Now, this is what actually works when I talk about career growth. Number one, you've got to learn by doing. Okay, I see a lot of graduates, a lot of young people, from uni, from do your degrees and all that great, all that stuff is great. But don't wait right now. Don't wait. You don't have to wait until you get a job before you can actually practice the job. Right, and that is something that Joy Momentum is addressing in a very big way. I mentioned earlier that we're building a platform called Job Simulator AI, which hopefully in the next few weeks or months our first private beta should be out. But there are other platforms out there that you can leverage. And you use simulations to build your experience. You use simulations to, get the knowledge and practice. I'll give you an example. You want to fly a plane, or because you want to learn to fly a plane, become a pilot. You're not going to jump in a proper plane to fly first. They're going to put you in a what they call flight simulator, right? Go look for opportunities where you can volunteer, something and do something similar to where you're going. Even if it's not close, just get involved, get your hands dirty, begin to acquire that experience, begin to build that confidence, begin to learn how to present, how to connect, how to relate with people, how to use the tools, how to ask questions, how to engage in teams. Don't wait until somebody offers you a job role. No. And as you're doing that, document your journey. Document your journey by creating a portfolio, a website, or something, or a blog, or write a story. Do whatever to document your journey, because that is what will prove your value. I said it earlier, that is not enough to just say that I can do something. You need to show it. You need to demonstrate it, right? Show evidence with things like certifications, results, testimonials. Feature on the podcast. I'm always excited for associates at Join Momentum, because all of these things come out of the box. If you come to Join Momentum, you get not just training, not just certification, you get the skills, you get the education, and also you get the exposure, which is what makes Join Momentum super, super, super amazing. But really, if you're not in Join Momentum, it doesn't matter. You can still achieve these things, by putting in the work, by knowing where to go. Platforms like LinkedIn helps you to tell your story and share your story, whether it's to write a post, comment on other people's post, publish an article. It's for your own good. Build your own agency. That is the future. That is the leverage I'm talking about. Become your agent of yourself. Don't wait until somebody brings an opportunity to knock at your door. Career growth, this is what works. Use platforms like Notion to write, platforms like Substack to write articles. Job Simulator AI is coming. Don't just wait. As soon as it comes, jump on it. Begin to practice with artificial intelligence in different areas and different skills. And you'll be surprised how fast and how quickly you will grow without having to wait until somebody offers you an opportunity. And for people who are thinking about, my problem is that I need money. Everybody needs money. All right. And again, I'm going to say this for whether you're looking for a job or something, or whether you're trying to build a business. Everybody is in the same boat right now. Right? Those looking for work, just looking to create a business, we're all in the same boat. Everybody is looking for money. So even the tools that you can use to earn money, if you build an agency of yourself, you can actually start earning money without necessarily somebody offering you a job. I don't know if I'm making sense. What you can do, you can package your knowledge and turn your knowledge into services. That is how I've built Job Momentum. That is how I created Job Momentum up until now. We're not where we want to be yet, but we're on the journey. We're on the growth journey. We are moving. We're making progress, and that is the key thing. What do you know? What can you share? What story do you have? What can you bring to the table? What story can you share that can be a blessing to somebody, or that can be of value to somebody else? Right? Whether they pay for it or not is a separate conversation, but make sure that you can demonstrate value with your knowledge, with your skills, with your capabilities. Then you can then begin to wonder, think about, how do I turn this thing into product or services that can bring money. And how do you do that? You create an offer that solves a clear pain point. All right. If you have knowledge or experience when it comes to things like, for example, mental health, or whether it's software programming, or whether it's public speaking, or whether it's confidence building, or whether it's teaching a language, whatever it is, think about what exactly are people struggling with, or what is the pain that people have, and how can I do something to solve or create a service or an offer that addresses that problem. And you know what is good about these things? There are platforms now, like, for example, fun that allow you to be able to create things like website for free. You can create a free website. You can create funnels that do your automated marketing. You can have Stripe links that people can pay you directly. You can even automate your payment process. You can use AI chatbots to even do like your customer service and address your users or site visitors and so on and so forth. What I'm trying to say in essence is, you can actually promote yourself. You can actually build a side also and begin to earn without necessarily waiting until somebody offers you a job. That is the new global opportunity I'm talking about. Are you following me, ladies and gentlemen? That is what I'm talking about. Do not wait until somebody writes you an offer letter. If they give you an offer, I'm not saying don't do for a job or don't get it. If you get that, fantastic. But whatever it is you have right now, whatever it is you do, should be an addition or should be a plus. Right? You cannot no longer gone are those days where you have a job and you say, I have an income. You need multiple streams of them. Multiple streams of them. This morning, I was listening to a conversation and somebody was talking about redundancy in their office. It's everywhere. Redundancy conversations that I've heard this year is unbelievable. Layoffs, massive. Where are those people? What are they doing? They are all in the same market competing for jobs. I was looking at a report yesterday that talked about in the United States, the job market in the United States. Somebody said the job market between 80 between 100 over 100%, 86% people said it is highly competitive. 86%, or is it 84? I can't remember. I saw last night. Highly competitive. 86%. So you've got to think about the fact that how can I create an income with what I know, with what I do? You know what? I'm not getting a job. I am very good when it comes to Python, or very good with programming. Or I'm very good when it comes to storytelling. Why don't I create a storytelling, workshop and see if anybody likes it? If they like it, I can ask them, should I turn this to a course, or should I turn this to a product, or should I turn this to a service? That is the mentality that I want everybody. It doesn't matter whether you are called an entrepreneur, you are a graduate, or it does not matter. All of us are on the same level now. With AI, the level, the playground is level. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying, right? You've got to think about not just side hustle, but become a global service brand. Promote yourself with content. You see, I'll show you something later on, and I'm looking at my time, so I'm going to move very quickly. I'll show you something later on. For some of you who do not know how to promote yourself, there are things that John Momentum has created with our new bike program that you can actually start creating content even without showing your face. You can begin to build your credibility without showing your face, without using your voice, and you can begin to generate, the kind of audience that you need. So the mistakes you need to avoid very quickly. Number one, you don't longer wait for permission. Don't wait for somebody to give you an interview or grant you an interview before you take the move, before you can earn money. No, you can start doing that right now, here and now. No longer should you be relying on your degrees anymore, because they really do not matter. Let me put it that way. Are you with me? And the last one, the third one is trying to do it all alone is now a myth. Don't do everything alone. Join communities, join spaces, build connections, and begin to collaborate to see, okay, this guy is doing this. What can I add to this people's service to make it better? And then I take a share of the revenue, or take a share of the income. You have to start thinking in terms of working in a global market, right? But don't make these mistakes of waiting for permission, or relying on degrees, or your degrees, your academic qualifications, or thinking that you can do it all by yourself, or thinking like, oh, I'm local, but the market is global. You've got to think globally, right? Because the opportunities are there. Trust me, guys, the opportunities are there, massive opportunities. Now, let me quickly talk about the things that we've created at Joy Momentum to help you. And I will show you a straw man. Now, this is speaking to everybody, regardless of whether you are on the side of maybe a job seeker, or a career changer, or a graduate or undergraduate, or whether you are a founder, or a solopreneur, or a coach trying to figure out what to do, or you're stuck. I'll show you a straw man. But at a very high level, let me show you. We have the career accelerator placement. This one here gives you 6 months work experience, 6 months training, loads of certifications, visibility on our podcast. We package you well. Trust me, this has worked for many. We are not doing it because we feel like we want it. We're doing it because from history, from evidence, it works. It works. It helps, right? And we have the global digital internship, which is also same thing. The only difference is for career accelerator placement, you've got to sponsor yourself to access the £5,000 program. You pay 30% of it, which is £1,500. Check out the website. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we have the global digital internship that is completely free, but you've got to go through our recruitment process in order to qualify. Listen, we have received thousands and thousands of applications from all around the world for these programs. And we can't take everybody on. We cannot, because we do not even have the capacity to do that, right? But regardless, it doesn't matter. If you don't get picked up, if you don't get selected, you cannot fund yourself into the career accelerator placement program. There are even other ideas that I will share with you in a moment that can get you, get you going. And now we have the Byte program for solopreneurs and coaches and digital consultants. And then, of course, Job Simulator AI is coming. We're still in development. It's coming soon. All these things I'm mentioning to you, we are designing these things to ensure that everybody that works or connects with Job Momentum, you gain experience, confidence, visibility, yeah, and you earn income. That is the key. You get experience, visibility, and you earn income. Now, let me show you the straw man before I finish mine. Let me show you that straw man. I put together a straw man. I thought I would go through it. There you go. This is straw man. Now, if you look at this, there is if it makes sense, I hope it makes sense. This is just me thinking out loud and just catching stuff on a moral canvas. Now here, this is Joy Momentum. This is like our ecosystem. Just to give you an idea, we have people on this side of the equation who are like career changers, graduates, job seekers, undergraduates, and so on and so forth. And then on this side of the equation, we also have people who are like solopreneurs, right? Coaches, yeah, or even digital consultants. Some of them, or most of them, or a lot of them, like me, I feel many times stressed, overwhelmed, yeah, or you feel stuck. There's just too many things to deal with all at the same time, right? So what we're looking at here is a big ecosystem of two people, either on this side, or on this side, or somebody can actually be on both sides. You are here looking for a job, and you're also here trying to create a business opportunity for yourself. You can be either. You can be on either side. But let's look at it. If you're on this side, for example, you fall yourself in any of these categories where you are either maybe a career changer or a job seeker, or you're looking for somebody to take a chance on you, and nobody is really taking a chance on you because everything they tell you is, oh, you don't have the relevant work experience, or we have found more suitable candidates. What we are doing here is we will take a chance on you if you can put in the work. We will give you the shot at Joy Momentum. You can either come through our career accelerator placement. Our career accelerator placement gives you a guaranteed. It doesn't matter where you come from, you will be working with us, guaranteed for 6 months. You have an unpaid internship program, right? Now, you will see how this can turn to a paid internship program in a moment. The other one is the Global Digital Internship Program, which you can also apply for, and you'll be able to work, with us on a 6 month basis. What this does for you is it gives you that double foot in the door. You are no longer playing the game of looking for a job. I don't have experience. No, as you start, you can begin to apply for a job because your references is taken care of. Your experience is taken care of. The community access is taken care of. The opportunities that you can access becomes massive, and then recruiters, hiring managers, companies begin to give you audience because you are no longer in the pool of people who have graduated but they don't have any relevant or equivalent work experience to back up their CV or their applications. And then, of course, the in fact, if you cannot do the 6 months, this thing, we have a program called the Career Transformation Blueprint, right? This is a £147 a year subscription program. It's the cheapest I have seen. And what this does for you, it gives you access to our entire training and certifications catalog from the likes of Cisco, IBM, and so on and so forth. Scrum Study, VMM, and on digital marketing, AI, data science, cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, managing a business, and so many training. Over 40 types of certification in this program. And this is a way for you to, if you're let's say, for example, you are in a job or you are doing something that might not allow you to come and dedicate 15 to 20 hours per week minimum through career accelerator placement or global digital internship, you can actually come in here and take the career transformation blueprint, and you'll be taking those certifications at your pace. All you have to do is request at each point in time, and you'll be given access, and you can kill it that way. And of course, finally, I talk about the Growth Associate Program. This is a new initiative where we are building a community of ambassadors. These are leaders in their own right who will take all the things that Joy Momentum has created, our simulations program, our certifications catalog, our work experience programs, our entrepreneurship program. You take it to your local communities or your own audiences, and you begin to educate them. And then they will use your own unique link or referral links to buy the package so that Joy Momentum serves them, and you will get paid an affiliate income as a Growth Associate Program participant. Now, this program is free to apply to. It doesn't cost anything to apply to. If you're somebody that maybe you have You have an audience, maybe in your local church or in your local charity or in your local community or on social media. Maybe you have a bit of following or you want to build some authority. Come and join this program. We'll give you the training, we'll give you the links that you need to use, and you potentially can start earning income straight away by sharing knowledge and sharing information that Joy Momentum provides to you. And you don't have to come up with it by yourself. I mean, think about it, right? That makes is a no, it's a no-brainer. So no longer can you say, "Oh, I don't have opportunities. Nobody's giving me a chance. Nobody's giving me an opportunity." You can actually become a leader or become a thought leader by taking advantage of these startup opportunities. Now, let's quickly jump to the other side of the equation. Now, like I said before, this is where you're a solopreneur or you're a coach or you're a digital consultant and you're trying to build some sort of income or business for yourself. What we found most of the time is because of the array of technology tools, the stack, everything that you got to do, a lot of people are stressed. In fact, as a result of that, many people do not even bother to jump in. Now, you've worked in a career for 20 years. You've acquired or accumulated so much experience and so much knowledge. What are you doing with it? You're not doing anything with it. You're not earning any income with it because you feel that the tech stack to build and to run and set up your coaching venture is just too much and you can't deal with that. Listen, you don't have to do that anymore. All of that is now available out of the box, plug and play, right? And you can basically start, customize, and start earning money. That's the key thing here. I will show you something in a minute. I will start with the Byte Digital Wealth Vault. Or if I'm going to put a link in the chat that takes you to our stand store, and you can start, you can book a session with our team today. That link basically shows you some of the opportunities that you can access straight out of the box from Joy Momentum. Now we have different packages here. We have the Wealth Vault, we have the community. So you don't have to be a coach and be suffering and suffering and smiling or suffering in silence by yourself. We have a wealth community that we're launching. So keep an eye out for our communications or subscribe if you want to be a part of it. And then we have three packages of Byte. We have the launch package, we have the grow package, and we have the shine package. These are packages that allow you to be able to, launch your business or your venture or your service, get a team member without dealing with payroll or without hiring. We give you a team member without having to hire. And then the third one is we even give you visibility on our provider directory. Imagine you have an Instagram page, or some people will say, I don't have a lot of followership, or I don't have a lot of, I don't know how to put my market in front of people. Okay, subscribe to the Shine package. We feature your service in our newsletter that goes to thousands of subscribers. We feature your service on our podcast that is being watched by thousands of people. We feature your program on our YouTube channel. And then not only that, we will list you on our provider directory. What that means is that everybody that comes to our website or visit the provider directory, when they see you, they like what you do or is relevant to meet their needs, they can follow your link straight to book or pay for your service without you doing anything, without you spending any extra dime on advertisement or whatever. That is what this does. Now look at this. The sweet spot in the middle is Joy Momentum is bringing all of this together to help you. So all our interns here that we are training and we are building up and whatnot, we are giving them opportunities to work with the solopreneurs, the coaches, the founders, the business people who need help, right? Imagine thinking, somebody will say, oh, I can go hire a virtual assistant. Look at the cost of hiring a virtual assistant. Look at the effort you require to hire a virtual assistant. Think about the amount you have to pay in terms of the tools and the tech stack to build up so that the virtual assistant can use them. Imagine getting all of that with the intern, with the support, out of the box from Joy Momentum, and you only have to pay a monthly subscription that is cheaper than what you would have paid a virtual assistant. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so guys, think about this. I'm going to have more conversations and bring this to the forefront, but I just thought it's important. I decided to do this trauma, and it doesn't quite look pretty, but I think it basically does the job of giving you, the big picture of how job momentum connects people with opportunities, whether you're on the left side as a career changer or graduate job seeker or undergraduate, or whether you're on this side of the equation trying to create an opportunity or build, a business or grow an income or a side hustle or whatever. You can do that as well with the offers that Job Momentum have for you. So what you can do straight away is just go to our website and you can book a free 15 minutes consultation if you want to ask questions or if you need support. Now, let me jump straight back to my slide to finish off the conversation this afternoon. Like I said, what you can do next, number one, pick a global skill and go deep, dive deep into it. Master it, master a skill. Secondly, join a community that holds you accountable. If you are, for example, maybe building a business or you are trying to build a career, come and join us on the Byte Digital Wealth Circle. It's free to join. And you get first-time notifications for events like this. You get a lot of training, support, certifications, and things that can help you grow. And finally, build assets. When I say build asset, your personal brand is an asset, your portfolio is an asset, and of course, your offers. That is what will pay you, will put money in your bank account. Build assets. My final thought, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, your zip code should not determine your destiny. I mean, zip code, I probably say in the UK, postcode, yeah. In Africa or Nigeria, where I come from, probably say your postal code, right? But you get the gist. Your location should not determine your destiny. You do not need to be famous, but you need to be focused, skilled, and visible. You need to be seen. I built Job Momentum to help you do just that. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to wrap up this conversation. Thank you for joining me. If you want to connect with me to learn global skills or get hired or build a business or use technology to scale your value, please send me a DM or visit my page, victorshonde.com/connect. You can connect with me, chat me up on directly on WhatsApp, or you can actually send a message to Job Momentum at hello@jobmomentum.co.uk. I'm also available on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and I'll be able to respond to you. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'll stay on for like 2-3 minutes, and I'm just going to check across all the channels if there are questions that people would like to would like me to address because I've covered quite a lot in a very short period of time. Like I said, this is me coming back to my live streams, and you probably see me again in the next couple of days. But let's check if there are questions specifically that people would like me to address. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. I can see comments in the chat. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, somebody said you studied from the same university as me, Salford. Yeah, amazing, amazing. I'm just looking through the comments, guys. Uh, let's have a look. Comments, comments. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Somebody say we can hear you loud and clear now. Fantastic. I was a bit worried because I'm working from a co-working space. As you can see, my background is a lot of movement, but I'm happy that people can hear me loud and clear. Uh, okay, let's have a look. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay. I think we should wrap it up. I'm going to be back again with more conversations like this because, like I said, it's super important that these conversations need to be had. Um, a lot of people are worried. People don't know what to do or how to take advantage of opportunities. They hear about AI, but how does it work for me? How do I take advantage of it? Now, these are the conversations I really want to have, and I want us to be at the forefront of these conversations. All right. On that note, thank you for joining me. I'll see you all again another time. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Bye bye.